Hello everybody, and how you been? Last night I saw Flight for the second time. It's getting to be the end of the year, and all of the Oscar contender movies are coming out. I'm trying to establish my own top 10, at least. So I need to see, I need to see several films for a second time to establish where they're going to rank for me. I absolutely love Flight. I think it's one of the best films of the year. I give it a solid 9. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes that zoom by. I couldn't believe how short I thought the film was. And really, you're just watching a character piece. The analysis of a man's soul. And it is pretty riveting the whole time through. It's about a man who is an addict, an alcoholic, an addict of all sorts. But he happens to be brilliant at what he does. He's a pilot for a national airline. While on a short flight, they have a malfunction. The plane breaks at 30,000 feet. And, well, he saves pretty much everyone's life. I mean, I guess 6 people die in the crash, but very easily, it is a plane crash, and, 102 people could have died easily, but only 6 did, and it was due to his, in the moment, skill and, I guess, training. The film stars Denzel Washington. He's our main character. He's one of our great actors. I think this is one of his best performances ever. He's definitely a contender for Best Actor. John Goodman is also in it. He's great in it. He's only in 3 scenes. He has basically a glorified cameo performance, but he's brilliant in it. Also stars Bruce Greenwood, who's good, Don Cheadle, who's always good. I can't remember the lady's name, and I wanted to, and now I can't. Anyway, all the acting is fairly tremendous. All of the actors, all of the characters get to have their movements. There's not any one-note performances. Even John Goodman, who, again, has a glorified cameo and is definitely a focused character, he still finds layers. When you give a great actor a minimal role, he's going to find things to do that will, make it very memorable. They're talking about now John Goodman canceling himself out for Best Supporting Actor because he was in Argo, more than this film, but he was in Argo, and he was also great in Argo, and he's here, and he's great. So he has 2 small performances in 2 excellent films in which he's both excellent. So they're saying that he's pretty much eliminated his chances of getting, a win, let alone a nomination, by having, 2 excellent performances back to back. I think what really draws me to this film is it's just, a moral puzzle. I was about to say conundrum, but I don't know if I want to go that far. It's really a moral test, and this film has been out for several weeks. It's been making okay money. It's definitely probably not going to be in the top 10 after this coming weekend. But I thought it was excellent. The theater was not even a quarter full, and I counted 3 people walked out, a couple, and then just a single guy walked out. Why? I haven't the slightest idea. Well, actually, I do have a slight idea. It's because the film is very challenging to belief. You know, it makes you think. So I assumed that the people who left the film obviously were not comfortable with having their singular small worldview challenged, which is what this film does. You know, again, he's an addict. He is out of control. He's a bad person. You know, he's a bad person who hates himself and excels at self-destruction. But yet he is the best there is at what he does. It also talks a lot about faith. You know, I talked about in my first review, there's a scene here, and again, it played to last, where they talk about God, and in particular, Jesus. And to me, well, I mean, I don't think there's any bones about it. It mocks, you know, Christianity in a way. Well, it mocks a devout belief in any religion, I think, is kind of the point. But again, that scene, which I thought would play so differently, you know, if I watched it in my hometown than here in Los Angeles. You know, in Los Angeles, it plays to laughs. Like, people, you know, oh, look at the silly Christians. Where I don't believe that anywhere else in the country it would have played like that. And maybe that's why people aren't really getting behind it, is because it is so challenging. It does confront your faith. And again, it focuses on debauchery for, you know, 2 hours. So I could see where a lot of straight-laced people might not care for it. It does earn its R rating in pretty much every way. Directed by Robert Zemeckis. Written, I almost had his name memorized, but I have blanked on it. It was a name I didn't really know, but I believe it's an original story. I don't think there's a novel or anything. But directed by Robert Zemeckis, coming back from a live-action hiatus. He's back in a big way. I think his time in animation has taught him the importance of storytelling. You know, not that he didn't before, but has definitely honed his talent to getting everything, you know, on the page that's important. You know, getting it cut down, trimming the fat, and be able to tell this complicated character piece, this more, you know, moral play, and make it seem quick. You know, again, it's a 2-hour, 15-minute moral exercise, and it seems thrilling and enthralling. Thrilling and enthralling. That's good. And I think that comes just from being able to, you know, animation, I feel, makes you tell the story. You've got to tell that story quickly, effectively, and make it make sense to your target audience, which is a child. And I think that having that experience over and over again has helped him, you know, again, hone his talent. I think he's even more powerful, you know, today. So I hope we see more and more works like this from Zemeckis. But if he wants to keep playing in the animation world, I fully endorse that as well. As I enjoyed, to some extent, all of those films. I don't really know what else to say. I wish more people saw this movie. You know, I don't really ever care about, you know, my video views or what have you, but no one, I think one person has watched my initial review of this film, Flight, which you know, makes me mad, because that means no one is going to see it, no one cares, and it's one of the best films of the year, and one of the best performances of the year. So I really hope people check it out, because I think that it is important and I think it's very well done. Just an excellent film, and it makes you think. It will challenge the way you see people. Basically, it will just challenge your perspective. And I think that that is, in essence, what art should always do. You know, no matter the medium, art should challenge the way you see the world and what you believe. And that definitely is true for this film. So I don't really know what else to say about it other than I really loved it, and that it's one of the better movies of the year, and I have no doubt that it will be in my top 10, maybe even top 5, because I really loved it. So that's Flight. I give it a solid 9. I loved it. Thank you very much.